Hey, how are you doing? According to the flow of funds in the July to September quarter announced by the Bank of Japan, the percentage of the balance of the government bonds possessed by the Bank of Japan became 50.26%, and it exceeded 50% for the first time at the end of this September. This phenomenon is caused by the fact that the Bank of Japan purchased huge amounts of government bonds for the large-scale monetary easing policy in Japan. So it is really extraordinary case that the Bank of Japan possesses half of government bonds, which are government debts. The balance of financial assets possessed by households has become 2005 trillion yen, and total household assets exceeded 2000 trillion yen for consecutive quarters. According to the Bank of Japan, its portfolio asset became 536 trillion yen out of the balance of the government bonds of 1,066 trillion yen at the end of this September. An increase of the amount of the government bonds retained by the Bank of Japan is only the result of monetary easing, but the reason that has made monetary easing last for such a long term was that the labor wages and commodity price didn't go up as the government and the BOJ expected originally. The time when the government and the BOJ started getting serious about increase in wage and commodity price, and they announced the joint statement about this, was January 2013. Now, after that, the Bank of Japan bolstered liquidity in the banking system to the limit. But economic policy of the government didn't work well with monetary easing. So no wage increase scenario had happened in the Japanese economy, and the monetary easing has lasted for a long time until today. So from my viewpoint, the problem of increase in the balance of the government bonds retained by the BOJ came from the failure of the government's economic policies, which should have been in pace with the monetary easing. So now, after all this time, the Bank of Japan is doing debt monetization. On the bidding day of 10-year government bonds on the 1st December, the BOJ purchased 1.5 trillion yen against the government bond amount 2.8 trillion yen with a fixed rate purchase operations for consecutive days with no limitation every single operation day. The Japan's commodity price increase is cost push, so that I feel really skeptical if it was really correct to set the long-term yield rate under 0.25%, right? So we need wage increase in proportion to commodity price increase. So we need wage increase in proportion to commodity price increase, and we are also entitled to get yield rate depending on the increase in commodity price. So we are in the situation that is not really different from being forced to abandon the rights of wage increase and yield rate increase in the Japanese society. So we really have to pursue the attitude of the Bank of Japan in terms of these factors. The Bank of Japan has decided amendment to the monetary easing policy at the meeting, and they took a direction to make a room to raise the yield rate by changing the maximum yield rate from 0.25% to 0.5%. And considering the situation where appreciation ratio of CPI has exceeded by 2%, that is a target value for the Bank of Japan for a consecutive 7 months, the BOJ was seen to have prioritized controlling inflation by amendment to the financial policy. In the background, there is a great difference in the interest rate between the United States and Japan, and even if the Japanese government and the Bank of Japan made large-scale purchase operations, both financial policies of the United States and Japan took opposite direction mutually. It was really difficult to stop the stream of yen depreciation against US dollars this time. So, however, at the monetary policy meeting, the fact that the BOJ expanded the limit of long-term yield rates from 0.25% to 0.5% made both US and Japan's financial policies look in the same direction. So this will put brake on expansion of difference in the interest rate between both sides. So in the forex market, BOJ's policy change is likely to become a detonator that may generate short-term sharp yen appreciation this time. So moreover, home loan interest and the borrowing interest that is needed for companies' facility investments linked to the long-term yield rate will go up.